Hello, and welcome to this video on Python sets. In this video, we'll be taking a look at what sets are, how to create and manipulate them in Python, and why you might want to use them in your programs. A set is an unordered collection of unique elements. That means that each element in a set is distinct, and there is no guaranteed order in which the elements will appear. To create a set in Python, we can use curly braces or the set function. Let's take a look at some examples. Let's see an example on how we can create a set in Python. In this code, we are demonstrating two ways to create sets in Python. The first method uses curly braces to define a set directly with the elements apple, banana, and cherry. The order of elements may vary when printed because sets are unordered collections. The second method uses the set function to create a set by passing a list, cat, dog, fish as an argument. The set function converts the list into a set. When printed, the elements of the set may not appear in the same order as the original list. Both sets are then printed to the console using the print function. Once we have a set, we can add or remove elements from it using the add and remove methods. Let's see how that works. In this code, we're still working with a set called my_set, which we created before. First, we use the add method to add the element orange to the set. This operation modifies the set by including the new element. This is what you see in the first output here. Next, we use the remove method to remove the element banana from the set. This operation modifies the set by eliminating the specified element. After each modification, we print the updated set to the console using the print function. Here we can see the difference when adding a new element and when removing an element. One of the most useful things we can do with sets is perform set operations, such as union, intersection, and difference. Let's see how those work. Let's go through this slowly to understand what is happening here. In this example, we've created two sets called set1 and set2. We then use the union, intersection, and difference methods to perform set operations on these sets. The union method returns a new set containing all elements from both sets. The intersection method returns a new set containing only the elements that are in both sets, and the difference method returns a new set containing only the elements that are in set 1 but not in set 2. Let's move on now and see how we can access sets in Python. Let's take a look at the code example for that. In this example, we've created a set called my_set that contains 3 string elements. We then use a for loop to iterate over the elements in the set and print each element to the console. Note that because sets are unordered, the elements may not be printed in the same order that they were added to the set. If you need to access the elements in a specific order, you may want to use a different data structure, such as a list. Bear in mind we have used a for loop in this example, which we have not yet covered. However, don't worry about it, we will cover for loops in more details at later stage of the course. Pop function can also be used to remove and return an element from the set, but it removes only the last element of the set. Here's an example of how to use the pop method to remove and return an element from a set in Python. In this example, we've created a set called my_set that contains 3 string elements. We then use the pop method to remove and return an element from the set. The element that is removed is unpredictable, as sets are unordered. We store the popped element in the popped_element variable and print it to the console. We also print the updated set, which now contains only the 2 remaining elements. Note that if the set is empty, the pop method will raise a chi-error exception. So you may want to check the length of the set before using the pop method to avoid this error. To remove all the elements from the set, clear function is used. Here's an example of how to use the clear method to remove all elements from a set in Python. In this example, we've created a set called my_set that contains 3 string elements. We first print the original set to the console. We then use the clear method to remove all elements from the set. After calling clear, the set is empty. We print the updated set to the console, which should now be an empty set. Note that the clear method does not delete the set itself. The set still exists as an empty set and can be used again to store elements. Finally, one of the most common use cases for sets is to perform membership tests. That is, we can use a set to check if an element is present in a collection. Let's see how that works. In this example, we've created a set called my_set that contains 3 string elements. We then use the in keyword to check if the string banana is present in the set. If it is, we print found it. Otherwise, we print not found. Again, bear in mind we have used the if and else functions here, which we have not covered. However, we will cover these in greater details in the next phase of our course. I hope you found this session useful. That's a quick overview of Python sets. Remember that sets are a useful data structure for storing collections of unique elements and can be used for performing set operations, membership tests, and more. Another important point to remember is that sets are unordered, so don't rely on the order of elements in a set. I hope this video has been helpful in understanding sets in Python. Thanks for watching, and let's catch up in the next lesson.